Hello there, and welcome to the last episode of the Let's Play and walkthrough of the last Plague Blight. So this is episode 8, and I left it off on my last episode saying I'm done. I'm just going to top up my base, and this is what I finalized my base into. Well, probably not the finalized stuff. I should probably move out some of this junk over here, but this is how I finalized my base. I extended it, before it was just, just these 3 little things in there, added some more fires, added a little place for my bed a little bit better, and I topped off these walls and upgraded them a little bit. I got a little nook for my processing all the different floors and stuff like that. And then over here I made a little cage to stick in some rabbits, so I got a little rabbit stuck in there right now for a little fence. And yeah, that's what I did. I just I put my walls up there and did all this stuff here as I built it out there. Of course, there's no doors for this, which would be kind of nice to have. You could probably use gates. There's no reason why I couldn't stick a gate across here if I really wanted to, or a couple poles in the gate, but I can always have enough room to have my wagon go through there and feed my fire and stuff like that. But this is what I ended up with, my jars to preserve stuff, just and that kind of stuff, and store all my junk that I have. There's not much else to say, but to show you how it's laid out there. So there's the stump for the forge right there, and some of the other resources, extra nails and some charcoal basically going on for that stuff there. The other tools I have sitting there. I must have one of the tools on me. I have this pickaxe to go back into that there since I'm not going to be using it. But yeah, stored leather, the sword, the spears that we have crafted, some extra silver sitting there, and the bones are ready to go and be processed. I still haven't made the other backpack. I was just going to sit there and dump it there. Use one of the backpacks for storage since I got the leather now for it. Yeah, but I went out there, I did another slime run, and got some more slime oil to top off the other things for myself, and got a little bit more to process. So those ones are full and that. But yeah, and then working on some more vinegar jars, and that's about it. So I got some extra wood stored here but nearby. I got this ready to go, and enough room to smoke some more deer meat for myself. Now that is it for this here thing. I just wanted to show what I did with the rest of my base as I expanded it and stuff like that, because I said I was going to expand it, make it look better, and make it more make it functional and stuff like that, and less cluttered. So yeah, this is less cluttered and a little bit more organized and leveled out and all that kind of stuff. So that is the rough view of the base basically. So you got the water sitting right there and other stuff I can move around and process a little bit better. Some more clay pots, I guess. Go out there and fly some around. Yeah, I clear lots of the blight away too. Quite a bit of it. I got this area here pretty much cleared out, just a little bit right there now. I started going over into this big section of blight, but it was being a pain in the butt, and I'm trying to get to that big mushrooms pile over there. But it does use a lot of slime. That would be more work, and I don't really need to do that for later on. And of course, making the pathway over here and extending that. And I took damage from one of my traps. I was stupid and ran over top of one of my traps. They hurt. That takes 80 of your 100 health out. But yeah, I'm just this one here is made a pathway up to this one here. So this one here is that big one didn't get all of it. So the fire got most of the big chunk that was sitting right there. So it got rid of that nicely. And then there was another one that spawned over here that made fires to get rid of. So got rid of a big chunk of that one there, getting the middle out of that. But yeah, there's just a lot of blight running around, and not enough animals still. So no real animals. I gotta go a long way to go out there and hunt some deer. But anyways, for the last little tips when you're running out there and going out there and hunting stuff that I added to my disinfectant video is going to be, make sure you're running around there with a 1 full clay pot of vinegar, and then you can kill a deer and process its 4 meat, and then you'll have 8 stacks of strips and a fat, and then they'll fit then perfectly inside one of these jars right here. So once you get all the strips, you can put them in there and stick them in the vinegar, and then stick the fat in the vinegar. You got a full jar. So one deer kill gives you 1 full jar. Then when you get back to your base, you can go there and you can smoke it right away. You preserve your meat as you'll be preserving your meat as best you can, because for the long trips that you're making when you're out there and hunt. And that was the last little tidbit I guess I have for you. But yeah, that is just a rough base based on what I got for my little area here. So yeah, just wanted to show you that, and give you that last little tidbit of information, I guess, and this year series. So yeah, thanks for watching this series and taking a look at what my base ended up looking like at the end of the day. I should chop these things off. Like, I don't need them there anymore. I can chop them up there and maybe level this out over here, maybe. I don't know. I don't need to do any work on it. It's good to wait for an update now. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.